We spend most of our work life working in teams. And just like an individual's ability to get work done is impacted by things like how important they think the task is, how much they're able to focus, their particular skills and challenges, and what else they have going on in their life, a team's ability to get work done is affected by each individual, as well as by group dynamics, routines, expectations, and how comfortable people feel in the group. This is what we mean when we talk about team culture, which is created and maintained by its members. Team culture, or how we work together, has a huge impact on how we feel about going to work and whether or not it feels good to work there. Part of this is what we refer to as psychological safety. This kind of safety is different from physical safety measures like PPE or respecting fire regulations. Psychological safety is about feeling able to express different opinions, make mistakes, and ask questions without expecting negative consequences. It's about feeling like we belong and are valued, even when we're different from others on the team. And psychological safety also impacts how effective a team is. Google spent 2 years researching 180 teams. Through that research, they found that people on psychologically safe teams were more likely to stay at Google. And those teams had more creative ideas and were more effective than less psychologically safe teams. Let's look at some examples. Marco has recently moved to Canada from Mexico and is the only person on his team whose first language is Spanish. Since he started a few months ago, he has been making lots of mistakes, and now his teammates don't want to work with him. They complain to the supervisor. After a couple of months, his supervisor puts him on a performance plan and Marco quits in frustration. But there was something important the supervisor didn't know. In his first week, Marco asked a question about an instruction he didn't understand, and one of his teammates, John, appeared exasperated and replied, "We just went over this in the meeting this morning." "Never mind, I'll just do it. It'll be faster than going over the whole thing again." The others know that John is often impatient, and they're used to it, and as a result, they simply went about their business. Marco felt frustrated that his understanding of some of the technical terms in English was not as strong as the others yet, and he felt like he was letting the team down. So he stopped asking for help, and the result was more mistakes. But what if when John was impatient, another teammate had spoken up to make sure Marco didn't feel singled out? "Hey Marco, I have time to go over that with you if you want. I don't always catch everything in those meetings either, but I know this one." What if when Marco started making mistakes, his supervisor had checked in with him to see how things were going and if he had any insight into what was affecting his work? When people feel like they can be honest about what they don't know and can get things wrong and still be treated with respect, that's psychological safety. Here's another example. At a team meeting about a complex new project that includes a large order with lots of design elements, the supervisor suggests Steve should take the lead since he has the best design skills. Steve hesitates, pointing out that this kind of detailed project is hard for him to keep track of because of his ADHD. The supervisor thanks him for bringing that to their attention. Teammate Jackie agrees that Steve's design skills really would be great on this project and offers to help him keep track of the details. Steve leaves the meeting feeling understood and appreciated, and everyone feels confident and excited that this project will be successful. This is an example of having enough psychological safety to be open about our strengths and our challenges and to set a boundary about what we can do. Those examples might seem familiar to you, or they might not. Every team is different. Take a moment and think about your own team. What helps people feel comfortable to say what they think and be honest about who they are? Or what might keep people from feeling like they can speak up in this way on your team? Maybe you're thinking about how people let each other know that they value each other's abilities and talents. But if they don't let each other know, why do you think that is? The good news is if you think you could improve psychological safety on your team, you're right. Even better, there are simple things you can do right away. In the next video, we're going to show you how you can understand your team's psychological safety better and how you can use that understanding to create team culture that people want to be a part of.